Welcome to my Hebrew channel, Mielabraika, Hebrew Honey, and again, some very sweet things happening in our passage. Ruth 3, verse 8, not a large or long verse. I could have combined it with the next verse, but the next verse has a lot of material in it, so I'm leaving this one separate, even though it doesn't have, it's just simply um, some of the action at the threshing floor, what happens to Boaz and what he discovers there. So sometimes the things you find out or discover can be very pleasant. I think this is one of those scenarios. So let's get on with the study. We are using an ancient codex, and so manuscript, handwritten, and then we'll get into it here. 3 verse 7 ended with Vatishakav, and then she lay down. Okay, and then uh, yeah, she curved up at the feet there, at the feet of Boaz. And this is this part of the story probably begins uh, just after the supper time, the evening supper time. The sun is probably going down, and Boaz has had his meal in some other place, and then he walks out to where the threshing floor is, and then he lays down to sleep there, watches harvest, watch the product of the harvest, and then at that point, um, Ruth goes out. According to all of the directions of Naomi, she lies down at his feet. That's what this Tishkav is. Siluk sof pasuk, vayhi, and then it so happened, it came to pass, and as I've said, the to be verb in Hebrew is an action verb, and then things moved on. Okay, then things happened, and then it came to pass. Vayhi ba hatsik, in the middle of. Okay, hatsik. Even the modern Hebrew uses it the half of some half of a kilogram or something like that. So bahatsik, in the half, in the middle. Okay, bahatsik halayla, of the night. Okay, midnight, middle of the night. So you got certain watches from the evening until the middle of the night, and then you got some more other watches then from there on to the morning. So it's the middle of the night, smack in the middle of the night. Everybody else is sleeping, but something interesting happens at this point. So Bahatsik, Hi Lila, of the night. Lila here has an article on it with a nice dogish here. That night, or the night, okay? That night, midnight. Hatsik is midnight, half of the night. Half of the night. Ba, Yeh, Herad, Yechrad. Okay? This is Hatev Segod. And it's interesting how in printed texts, these would be nicely tacked together, but it's very obvious that when the scribes put in the pointing, they kept it all kind of separate, and then defined this one a little closer as Hatev Segod. So you got Patah Segod with the Yod, Hatev Segod with the Chet, and then Patah with the Resh. And then we have a nice Rafe smoothing out the Dalet here. Chared, incidentally, there's an interesting way of remembering this particular word, and that is there's a sect of Jewish people known as Haradim, the ones that tremble. Again, they consider themselves so holy that they're trembling from being so holy. But that's what it means, just to tremble. He just kind of shakes. He just kind of, and it gives us a sense of what's happening. A surprise! Oh, oh, yeah. I'm gonna shake my hands a little bit here to kind of communicate what Boaz was feeling. And this is a third person prefixed verb here, and the subject of the verb, of course, is Haish, the man. And this man, of course, here is Boaz. Okay, so and then the man shook, or the man trembled, or the man was surprised. It's on the one hand, it is quite physical, just trembling, but the other hand also it indicates an emotional state. Wow, this is quite a surprising thing happening to him. Whoa, what's happening? Va ye la fête, okay? Va ye la fête. Okay? The page does not have a dagesh, so you can pronounce it as an F. Va ye la fête, okay? And then there's a Adna here closing off this first part. Lafet is to turn over, okay? And we can remember this through the action of the pe. Pe, in this sense, has to be the face, your face, the way you were facing, okay? And so the way he had been facing, sleeping with his head towards the grain and his feet towards to the end of the grain, he really couldn't see, what was at his feet. But he rolls over, okay, boom, and as he rolls over, it becomes very clear there's something there at the far end. Okay, what is it? Okay, surprise, surprise, surprise. Okay, and so he turns over. Okay, Yelafet. He turns over in such a way that he can see clearly what's at his feet. He's probably curled up in such a way that through the first half of the night he didn't see a thing, and then all of a sudden shakes himself alive, or shakes himself awake, and then as he turns over, he can see something at the end of his feet here. And so the Atna closes off this first half of the verse, and then we have Vehine, and wow, our traditional way of translating Hine is behold. That's quite an archaic tense or sense, but this is the double hey, and the hey in its archaic form is a man standing there surprised, head and hands sticking out like so, face there. Oh wow, okay. So there are quite the dynamic ways of translating. I think oh wow, oh look, oh my, hine, okay, hine, and there was, and take a look. Sometimes I just simply go, what English uses, hey, hey, that's just the hey here, one of the heys that performs part of this hine. So, and hey, isha, this is the feminine form of ish. We have ish here, that's ha'ish, the man, and then isha. This one here has an article, so it's definite. You have a hey in front of it with a comma. It takes commas because we can stick a dagish into here. So, but this one has no article at all. Very, very purposely so. No hey in the front of this one. And then it's indefinite, and then it just means a woman, okay? A woman, often just some woman. It just all of a sudden, who is this? So before you know somebody, you just say Isha, okay? And then later on, when they're well known, you're going to be adding the articles, but not at this point, okay? Isha, a woman. Shokevet, curled up, okay? Lying down, curled up, okay? Shakav. This shokevet is then the feminine ending of indicative ending of to be curved up. A woman curved up, okay? Curved up. How you say it? Yeah, curved in a way that she's lying there on the ground at his feet, okay? Marregalatav. Third time through that we see this. I'm not going to repeat all those things I said in previous studies about it, but his feet were there, the woman is there, and the woman is very close to those feet, and means that something has to be explained here. So woman's curled up at his feet. And then we follow into the next verse, of course. He asks who that is, who are you? And then, of course, Ruth gives a full explanation of what this is all about. So stay with my next study. This one, in a sense, the whole verse is just a simple transition from being in there into the night, curled up by the grain, and then all of a sudden being surprised and turning over and then seeing what's there at his feet. Sometimes we are surprised in life and this surprise, a very pleasant surprise, a very good surprise for him. And I think we should really take with grace when good surprises come our way and be happy about them. The Lord sometimes does surprise us with joy, surprises us with happiness, and this is where this is going. So may you have an open heart to the surprises that the Lord sends your way. May God bless you in this day.